Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through the front-end logic of our project. So let's dive right in. For the front end, we are using Tailwind CSS for styling and Redux Toolkit for state management. Now, before we start coding, let's set everything up properly, right? So first, let's set up our app layout and Redux Toolkit structure. Right, so as you can see, I'm inside source folder. So we have app folder, component, redux, right? So, and if you see, if you want to see our UI, so this is our UI, okay? And I think you watch the introduction of our UI. So we are going to achieve it. So like if you want to keep your UI white, because I like to keep a black theme, so that's why. But it's up to you. You can design, right? So just this is our app layout, okay? The way you want to structure your app. So first, inside app we have app.jx, app auth layout, app main layout, app routes, and protected routes. So we separately create all the logic, right? So yeah, because when you work on a bigger project, so you have to keep everything separate, right? So yeah, that the things I just follow. So this is the app. This is your second main entry point of your app, right? So I think we don't need this 3 button because we already use, okay? And then this is your main.jx, right? And this is your entry point of your front end. And if you look at here, we import a lot of things, right? And so we are using Clark. So just we wrap our app with Clark provider, and then also we are using Redux, so you have to wrap as well. So you also wrap provider, which is coming from React Redux, and then app, right? So you import create root from a React DOM client, then provider from Redux, a React Redux, then Clark provider from Clark React, and then store from the store, and then app from that app, and import index.css. And this is the publishable key from Clark. If you don't have, so if you look at my environment very well, so I already have. But if you don't have any case, so you can go to Clark. If you don't have account, create one, right? So you can see this overview. So just this is your project name, okay? Just you have to click on it, and then you can see configure, and click again. Then you can see, just scroll down, this is the developer section. You can click on API keys, and you have to select your framework. So in our case, we are using React. Choose the React, and this is the this is the Vite Clark publishable key, right? And yeah, and even you can, right? And then just you have to paste inside environment variable like this, right? So and yeah, so this is the main, that are the things we just wrap up, and then we are just passing as a props publishable key, because this is the recommendation from Clark. Or if you want to read any document from Clark, you can do so, right? This is the organization and overview, so you can read the docs, explore Clark UI component. So if you click on it, so you will redirect to the UI, so you can search any component, right? So yeah, and yeah, so this is the main.js, and this is our index.js, right? So we already set up our Tailwind CSS, and this is the Tailwind CSS setup, right? And inside Redux we handle all the logic, right? So we have API folder, we have slice, we have API URL, we have socket IO, we have store. So let's understand first this API URL, right? So this is our main URL, right? And here here I'm using a variable called useLocal, because because if you work simultaneously front end, localhost as well as production, right? That's why you have to switch. So I'm using ternary operator. So when it's false, that means I'm inside production development. But when it's true, I'm in production, right? And then I export this API base URL with this base domain slash API, right? Because let's go to our backend, then we can see again. This is our and also in backend also we are doing same things. So right now it false, that means I'm inside localhost, that means product development. So yeah, this is our base URL, right? This is our API, and then based on your who you dealing with, and so we are dealing with this route, so that's why API slice then you have to put here, right? And yeah, that is the things. Then here just we export base domain and slice API, and then we just we just grabbing this URL inside API. So yeah, don't worry, I'm going to explain it, one by one. All right, so this is the API and this is the slice. So inside slice we are handling all the thunk function and reducers, right? And then this is the socket IO, because we are going to implement the real time chats, so that's what we have to do here. And then this is the stores, this is the global store where you can import our reducers, right? So yeah, this way. And then after set up our all the things, then we have to structure our app, right? So this is the app, and we have these two layout, what layout and main layout. And this is the what layout, which means, so right now if you look at our app, so only you can see sidebar, and this is called main layout, right? So inside main layout we want to show all the URL except login and sign up, right? So yeah, so you can show if you look at sign out, and here you go, so now you are in login, right? So this is the what layout. Even you can and this is a sign up, right? So this is the this is called what layout. Let's just sign in again. So so this is this is the our main layout, right? So that is the things. And so like we just did app what layout. So this is the div, right? And then this is the main layer, like this is the main. So which means we are using outlet from React Router DOM. So outlet is a placeholder for nested route. So inside here, so I will just put a comment. So which is inside you only see login and sign up, right? So yeah, that are the things. And if you look at our style, just we are using BG Gray 900, because I told you that we are going to implement the black theme. If you want to create a white, so you can change this background, and it's up to you, and just nothing. And we are using flex atom center and just your center. I think guys you know the CSS, so I'm not going to spend more time on explaining CSS, but just I'm just explaining the structure. So this is the app auth layout, and this is the app main layout. This one we have sidebar, we have the all the pages, and right now you can do this way, right? And we have beautiful tooltip, right? Yeah. So this is our app main layout. So we import all the dependency first, use state from React, then outlet navigate, and then sign in, sign out. So these two are coming from Clark React, right? So as I told you, if you want to understand the Clark component, so just check out their UI documentation, and then also sidebar. So these two are like this one. If you click this icon, so you can see, right? And here you go, right? And here just this is a local state to handling the sidebar toggle menu. And then this is the UI. This is the first div, which is a container of that UI, and this is a second div, and this is a, and yeah, so it's a flex column, and main height screen, and then background this text overflow hidden, and then this is a div flex one, and then just import sidebar, and then I passing two props. First is sidebar open. This is a boolean value, and this one also is sidebar open, right? So and then, and if you look at when we sign, so main content, so sign in, that means you already signed in, and so this main content, and all the like main content path will be rendered here. Otherwise if you are sign out, then just navigate to login. So right this way. So if you sign out, you cannot see here, you will be redirect to the login page, right? So that is the things. And then, and here just we export default, right? So this is the app main layout. And then let's understand protected route. So I think this component will be used for many cases. Let's say you want to allow like login user particular page particular features. So you can do this way, but here just I do simple things. Okay, so you can extend as complex as nested you want, right? It's up to you how you design. So just here basically we import use selector and then navigate, and then we export default function protected route, and just we are receiving children as a props, right? And this is the state, okay, from global store, and just we are destructuring current auth user. So based on it, we want to redirect the user. If you are not login users, so it redirect to home page, or if you are login user, then you can see all the children, right? This is the protected route. And then we have app route. So here we are just handling all the routes, right? So you can see we import all the stuff, right? App auth layout, app main layout, protected route, right? And these routes and route, right? And then we structure. This is the routes. So this is our container. Okay, so this route is site, the nested route, and this route accept JX element, right? Not component, JX element. So this is the app layout, and we have nested. So that's how we have two: route sign up path, route login path, and then these are two component, right? And just if you look at this sign up component, just we have the basic things, right? Because we are using Clark button, so that's why we are importing sign up button and user button, and also use navigate. So here I'm just checking. So I'm just destructuring the is sign in logic. This is a built-in from Clark, and then I just call the use navigate. Here I'm checking if sign is there, that means redirect to home page, right? So let's say if you visit again this page, or if you are login, if you are signing or login, whatever you call, so it redirect to you the home page. Or and then when you sign up, it redirect to you login page, right? Otherwise it's home page. That's why sign in URL and after sign up here, right? And yeah, so like this is very like, I think you guys confused. Let me clear to you. So if you click on this pair, like here, let's say I'm gonna, so if you click right now, if you click sign up, then you are redirect to login sign up page. If you click again sign in, then you are redirect to login page, right? This way. So yeah, so Clark allows us to do it if you do this way, right? Yeah, but if after signing off or login, so here if you sign off, then you will be redirected to home page, right? Yeah, this is the sign off. Or and then similar to for login, also we grab sign in and then use user from Clark, and I'm also checking sign in. If it is, then navigate to home page. Otherwise after login or signed in, then just navigate to home page. Or here just if you click that icon or that link, you will be redirect to sign up page, and then export default login. I hope guys it's clear to you. Just basic, just I'm using like Clark component, right? And then here you have to import, right? So and now this app auth layout is ready, right? And as you like, and then inside app main layout we have the public route, and these are protected route. Okay, so when you work on it, we come to this page and we explain one by one, right? So this is the app route and we have this app, right? So inside app we just import the use dispatch, the browser router, right? And then app route. From that app route, all the route path, and toast container because we want to show the message, right, as a notification. And then fetch current user, and then use what from Clark, right? So fetch current what user, which means like when our app mounts, so instantly we want to access that current user, because a lot of our logic based on this current user. So let's say you want to show some UI, and if let's say it delay a few seconds, then maybe you can get some unexpected behavior, right? That's why we call a fetch current user again inside the app.js, right? So but and also, right, so we are using Clark, so every, yeah, so right now I'm not using a cookie. Okay, so you can handle on it, but Clark suggests to use bearer token, right? So otherwise you can get the unauthenticated error. So that's why every logic, like every route or every endpoint, we have to pass token, and we can grab token from Clark. So this is the use auth from this Clark. Okay, and then here just we define the function and we call the dispatch, and we just grab two things: get token and is load as a destructuring. And then this is a use effect. So like inside use effect, okay, so you cannot use try and wait, but that's why we have to define again the another async function this way. So and then if it is not loaded, return nothing, and if it's loaded, then inside try block just grab the token. So it takes time, and then call the fetch current user with token. Otherwise, handle fail to get Clark token, right? And then call again the fetch user. And when dispatch, when get token is load a change, run this use effect. And this is the browser router. So this is our main. Okay, so and then inside browser router, we just wrap up app route and also toast container. So we just position top to right and auto close 3 seconds. You can put top left, bottom right, bottom left as you want. So let's understand the fetch current user, right? And because we already talked about it, and inside app URL Redux we have API, and inside user we have this current what user, right? So we import the basic URL, the API base URL from URL app URL, right? So from here, and right, and then we just instance the Axios. So here you are using Axios. So if you don't want to use Axios, you can use fetch built-in from JavaScript, but Axios unlocks other features. So that's why people love using Axios. So just we instance the create and we pass the base URL and the with credential true, which means if you don't pass this on, so when you send the header, like including token, maybe cookies, you get the course error or security related error. Okay, after doing it, then we are calling our endpoint, the current auth user, right? So let's back to our backend, so we can see our routes and user routes. Here we go, and this is a get current users, right? So you can see this is a get method /me, right? So this is the Frontend URL method get and then me. So you have to maintain, and this is a base URL, right? Users, then slash with me, right? And then header you have to pass, because here if you look at, because this is this one is a protected. So if you are authenticated, then you can access it. So that's why we need token. So Clark handle that token, and this is a header. So we are passing authorization bearer token, and this token is coming from here, right? So this is the current auth users, and then so this is the endpoint, but we have to handle the thunk logic. So let's go to our reducer. So inside slice we have user slice, right? And here you are. So we are importing create slice and create async thunks. I think if you work on earlier Redux Toolkit, so you know what does create slice and create async thunk do. So and then we import API from user API, and these are thunk. So this is the fetch current auth user, right? And so here we are passing a two parameter, two argument. The first argument is the name convention. So inside, so it's action type. So inside Redux Toolkit dev tool, you can see this is action type. This is the action type name, user fetch current user, and second argument is a async function, right? And inside async function, we are passing token only, and this one for error handling. Inside try block, we just call the API. So this is coming from that API function and API, and then we passing token, and then whatever data we have, if the response is succeed, then we just assign here, and then we have to return that response. So we are doing this way, return response data, because Axios return a data, right? This data, and then inside catch block we handling here. So and also we put a console log, so you can see what's going on, right? So this is a fetch current user. So far I hope that makes sense and that is clear to you, right? Because just we are just setting off our structure and flow, right? Then if you understand this flow, then we can build off our logic.